Hi, this is Taryn Hawk, and I'm doing my Module 4 KESA presentation. I apologize for not having my face in the video. My webcam is not working for some reason. I've been a member of our district and building leadership teams for the last couple of years as we've been working through the KESA process. We decided to try to apply to be a Mercury school, but we did not get chosen to be one. Instead, we were selected as a Gemini 1 school, and we will launch in 2018 and 19. The only real difference between our Gemini status and the Mercury status is that we don't receive on-site training, so we're kind of on our own to direct ourselves. Though there are some video PLC sessions, we do get to collaborate some with the other schools. We sat down with the KSDE members to share a project timeline, and we're redesigning both of our schools in our district, and we still have to adhere to all of the same standards for redesign as Mercury schools. Our redesign is going to include project-based learning, co-teaching, looping, summit learning for grades 5 and 6, and flexible seating. So these are all things that we think are going to improve student learning outcomes based on research, and we've had trainings ongoing throughout the summer so that we'll be able to launch all of this in the fall. The assessment of the rubric data for the 4 R's, relationships, relevance, responsive culture, and rigor, showed that with relationships, we are primarily in the transitional stage of all of those areas. And the only area that really prevents us from being at the modeling stage is our lack of survey results. For relevance, we found that in the 4 components that we were, again, primarily in the transitioning stage, except with instruction, our building rates higher at the modeling stage because we do have a lot of systems in place that monitor the effectiveness of our instruction, especially for our struggling readers and math students. Responsive culture was one that was a weaker area overall. We did well overall, but it was weaker compared to the other 3 R's. This has a lot to do with our data analysis and data sharing, especially when it comes to perceptual data, because that is really missing in our school, and it is necessary in order to be responsive. And then rigor was one of our higher areas altogether. We think it's going to be even better with PBL. But again, one of the weaker areas in rigor was using data to inform our bigger decisions, though we do adhere to all the rules for state submissions of data. My principal is a democratic leader. She likes to distribute leadership among team members and empower us to make the big decisions that need to be made. Though she does like to be very involved with what we're doing. And so she comes to every single meeting that we have. If there are 20 meetings that week for 20 different things that are going on, she will make it to every single one of them. She likes to show her face and be present. Some of the characteristics that she has are intelligence, honesty, and fairness. She brings a lot of knowledge to the table. She has a huge amount of experience. She's actually a retired teacher and principal, but she continues to keep doing this job as a principal because she just loves it. And every year she says, 1 more year. She's honest with us in that she tells us how it is, what's going on at the school level, district level, and state level. And she's very fair. She doesn't pick favorites. She finds something that each one of us can contribute to the team, and she really uses those strengths that we have to improve what we're doing in the school. Responsive culture was the specific area of the 4 R's that we felt was our weaker area, and specifically in that was data analysis and data sharing. I believe that we need to have data teams that meet very regularly with and that we should use perceptual data so that we can find trends and themes across different school groups. That would address PSEL 1C to articulate and advocate and cultivate core values that define the school's culture, which we don't really know unless we use that perceptual data. We need to confirm or reject any causal hypotheses we have with those trends through other measures of data, and that aligns with PSEL 4G, use assessment data appropriately and within technical limitations to monitor student progress and improve our instruction. Then sharing the findings in time to inform our instruction is another piece that's absolutely critical. We just don't get access to the data that we have. So PSEL 9G is a standard that aligns with that. Develop and maintain data and communication systems to deliver actionable information for classroom and school improvement. And then finally, we need to have an ongoing and continual evaluation of what we're doing to make sure that it's working and really doing what we hoped it would do. And that aligns with PSEL 10D, engage others in ongoing process of evidence-based inquiry, learning, strategic goal setting, planning, implementation, and evaluation for continuous school and classroom improvement. Thank you. Have a nice day.